Hmm. Yeah, St. Jason, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Yes, St. Jason. It's really refreshing, dude. Nice. Cool. What's up, guys? Nice. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Hey, buddy. We got Buddy over here. A piece of watermelon. Do you like watermelon? Oh. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. What's up, guys? Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Kitty. Yep, that's Buddy. That cat, that cat don't want nothing of those chickens. Those chickens will, those chickens will beat the shit out of that cat. No, I guess if Buddy really wanted to, he could probably take one down. But Buddy's pretty good. Everybody, here. Nah, Buddy ain't. Them chickens are mean, dude. I don't know. I think them chickens would beat the beat the hell out of my cat. Rooster's trying to mate. I got one rooster with about 10 hens, and he's going around and he's trying to have sex with every one of them. They don't like that. Come here, buddy. Want a piece of watermelon? My buddy. Want a piece of watermelon? That chicken does. Here. I know you want some watermelon. Here you go. Ain't no one gonna hurt you. There you go. They all like the watermelon. No, I'm using an iPhone. I'm just using my iPhone camera. Just a regular iPhone, and I got the I got one of these little rotators stands that it sits on, but it's just a normal iPhone with a 360 phone mount. So if I want to get up, then like go over here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where's your buddy? Want some watermelon? Mm-hmm. Put some watermelon seeds on the ground. I put plenty of watermelon out for them. Mm-hmm. This is my dessert, a half a watermelon. I had 8 eggs and 5 pieces of toast. What does it say? But know that I'm a longtime subscriber. You are one of my favorite strong, independent black females. Please also note that I'm in desperate need of new glasses. Oh. Huh. Okay. What's up, Mr. Chicken? Want a piece of watermelon? Oh shit, he wanted that watermelon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's cool, man. You can mess with me all you want. is my big old dessert, my half watermelon. What you got here? Chicken. You're on top of the chicken coop. See it? He on top of the chicken coop. Pew, 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 pew. Be kind of good to make that into like a scope, a hand censored scope on a rifle. That'd be kind of cool. Burr, 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 burr. Hey chickens. Hey chicken. That's cool. I can do a, what'd you say? Oh, your drone does a hand gesture? You are discussing? No. All right. I've been called worse by better. St. Jason put the Bundy eyes away. I got that crazy gene in me I have to keep suppressed. Hell, my uncle's a serial killer. Can't make that shit up. Hell, my uncle killed 3 people, his brother and 2 other people, cold blood with a knife. I ain't that crazy. But I got that crazy gene in my family, so I just try to, you know, do what I can to stay positive and take care of things around me. Eat some watermelon, go to the gym. Please read this. Oh, he said discussing. Oh, I thought he said I was disgusting. My fault, man. But you gotta like that. I've been called worse by better. Get them shoulders out. Get them shoulders out, baby. Shoulders. I got good shoulders. I got good shoulders. I'll give myself that. I better have damn good shoulders because my chest ain't that good. Layman, hi. Say everybody is kind. I think that's a lie. Everybody is not kind. World's got kind people. World's got mean people. That's why it's important. Keep yourself strong. Be a good person. But always be ready in case somebody decides to be an asshole, you can break them. You know what I mean? Yeah, most of the people watching are typically kind, usually. Damn. The rooster is just going around having sex with all the hens. I have a big old rooster and he's just going around and having sex with every hen. Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. St. Jason, you said your drone? You said your drone has a hand signal? They are bad. I mean, that's what a rooster is supposed to do. A rooster is supposed to have sex with the hens, right? Can I do a flip? Mm-mm. Can't do a flip. Never been really one to do flips. Yeah, not a flipper. What's up, buddy? Not a flipper. Put a thumbs up if you're enjoying the video. Thumbs up here. Don't forget to put a thumbs up. Oh, we got 23 people in the chat. Nice, 23 people in the chat. Oh, nice, you can do a flip. That's cool. Thanks for the thumbs up. Ooh. Oh. You said you're subbing to my channel right now? Hey, that's a great idea. That's a good idea. What a wonderful idea. What a great idea. Fire going. What a great idea. As a matter of fact, is As a matter of fact, is there a better idea? He said, I know, right? I'm so smart. I mean, if you ask me, subbing to the channel seems to be a great idea. I mean, could you think of a better idea? I can't think of a better idea, personally. Eat my watermelon cereal. Jamie, what are you up to? Jameson. The guy that was in here, St. Jason, he's a moderator. He's really cool. He went through a dead spot. He was saying he has a drone that has hand signals, because my camera has hand signals. This one does. Like, it'll follow me. Right? It'll follow me. Damn. But then, if I do this, it'll stop. But then if I do this, it'll start following me again. Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy. Come on, buddy. Hey, buddy. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? You decided to come up here? You don't like watermelon. You don't want no watermelon, do you? Saying my iPad has hand signals. iPads have the hand signals for camera? I didn't know that. Hey, love the streams. Can you shout out my friend Edith? Oh, you're trying to get me to say some naughty words. That's a good one. Huh. Thought I heard something. Mm-hmm. Long day. Oh, love a good watermelon though. Oh, love me a good watermelon. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Do you guys like it better when I do the up close like that? Excuse me. Mm-hmm. J Pot Lover said, I like watermelons with seeds. Me too. You know, I read somewhere that the government is thinking about making all their fruit and their veggies without seeds. So then, when you buy food, you don't have the seeds to regrow your own food. Isn't that pretty crazy to genetically modify food? Yeah, I agree, J-Pot lover. Seeds is way better. Yes. I mean, look, seedless watermelon's okay, but it don't taste the same as with the seeds. Fella, how you gonna eat watermelon without Kool-Aid? I drink all my Kool-Aid. Maybe I drink all the Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, fried chicken, and watermelon. That's the stereotype down in the South, right? And just for the record, Kool-Aid, watermelon, and fried chicken are all delicious. Let's just be fair. It's not just for black folks. Everybody likes, I mean, whether you're black, white, or Asian, if you don't like fried chicken, and then Kool-Aid is just pure sugar, which is amazing. And then, yeah. Gonna burn the watermelon. Bro, why? I damn ate most of it. I don't know. Sometimes I virtually burn most of my trash. Look at this cock. Look at this cock. Bruh. Brr, brr, brr. What's up, big guy? He having fun with all these roosters. There's one guy and 10 roosters around. He's pursuing one rooster. There's a rooster's. I mean, look at this guy. One rooster. Look at all these hens around him. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. How many people have I killed? That's a funny question. No comment. Oh yeah? That's what it feels like? Let's just say we have a gun safe. I wouldn't hurt a fly. No, we're looking good though. We got the tomato plants coming up. What do we got here? Iran or the US? Iran or the US? Well, Iran or US? Don't know. Don't know how I'm gonna pick which one that is. Iran or US? Tough decision. Don't know. Hey, buddy. Meow. Meow. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You's a good kitty. No need to kill people. No need to be mean. Try to be a guardian, not a destroyer. Mel Gibson. Calm down. This giant chicken just had sex with like 10 hens. Mel Gibson. Wish I could do one of the movies Mel Gibson's been in. Sir, what is this? One more question. Oh, what is this question? Hello, sir, I love. What is your opinion about gain eggers? Well, what specifically? Be more specific. Be more specific. Oh. Oh. Rest, rest, rest. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Eat, eat, eat. Got stung by a yellow jacket earlier. Actually, a few times. I got stung there. I got stung here. I got stung. Why? Ooh. It's calling. Give me a second. Let me answer this call. What is this? All right, and we're back. Where were we? All right, and we're back. Where were we? Do you think they are good? Gain eggers? I don't even know what that is, man. What is that? I don't even know what that is, so I don't know. Don't even know what it is. Give me a definition. I don't know what that is. Gainagers. Don't know. Do you think they are good? Don't really know what that means, man. 35 quick minute stream. I do think. And what are you doing, buddy? With your little butthole? What, buddy? What? What you want, huh? What you want? Ashton, hi. Ashton, mommy, hello. How are you? Relaxing, just ate a big old watermelon. Got a chicken up on the roof over here, a big old rooster. Had a good old meal. Boy, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I love food. I had, and I'm cutting. I'm getting leaner, so I'm eating pretty clean. Hello again, 8643. How are you? Feel free to put something in the chat. What are you doing, buddy? I got you. I got you. You ain't going nowhere, buddy. You ain't going nowhere. I know you just gonna hop right back up. What do you want? What do you want, huh? What do you want? Oh, buddy. I know what buddy wants. Come here, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You said eat that bottle? No. Eat the bottle. And dude, I just ate like 9 whole eggs from my chickens and half a watermelon. I'm feeling good. I ain't eating nothing. Stretch. Stretch the diaphragm. And we're gonna do a stretch before we go to bed. We're gonna go roll out in the stretch station. Uh-huh. I don't care. What do you think of Chud the Builder? Rollover eggs? I have no idea what you're talking about, brother. Anyways, yeah, well, I have chickens over here, right? So I get like 7 to 10 eggs a day. There's my chicken coop. Chud the Builder? Who's Chud the Builder? I know there's Bob the Builder. Who's Chud? Oh, Jameson, welcome back. Hey, Jameson. Have you ever held a chicken and shot an egg at the same time? No? Oh, yeah, my fault. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of YouTube streams. I watch YouTube for some stuff, but typically whenever I'm on YouTube, I'm typically creating content. Like I think I've got 1.7 thousand videos and it hasn't been consistent, and I've uploaded for long periods of time consistently, then taken breaks, but I just come live every now and then just to spread some joy. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Guy from the Sandlot. Sometimes the curly hair people say that. Yeah. Cool, I like the vibe. You are YouTube. Yep. I mean, I've been doing YouTube. I mean, damn, just look at my channel, man. I've talked about stocks. I've played piano. I've done stuff outside. I've used to smoke my vape and blow clouds online. I've done comedy, taught life insurance online. I've done a lot of stuff on YouTube. I just like going online and talking to people and taking a little bit of energy. What state are you in? Also a huge fan of the Goonies. Goonies, I've seen that a couple times. I haven't seen the Goonies in a while. I just remember the guy that had the Hershey bar and the big ears. The Goonies was a good movie though, back when things were more simple. Life is complicated now. Life is complicated. Data centers, AI, oil, rapid growth, quantum mechanics, rapid acceleration, the world and capitalism and industrialism make things stronger, faster, more. At least in the United States, the world's in a crazy place. Things used to be simple. Things are not so simple anymore. Whose man child is this? How old are you? Look kind of like 39. Something like that. I'm in Michigan. Michigan. Nice. Michigan, cool. Cool. We're in the southeast. So we're out here in Georgia. We're in the middle of the country. Out here in the middle of the country, down here in Georgia. We got the house over there. There's the office. Nice. What's that? Fix your eye bags. I've had eye bags my whole life. Oh yeah, it's so good out here. Yeah. Yeah. My brother, my father, our whole entire gene pool, we have very thin skin underneath here. Very, very thin skin. It's just genetics, man. I've had eye bags like this my entire life. No worries. You get some sleep. I do sleep. Probably sleep more than you do per day. I love the sound of crickets. Yeah. Yeah, I like the crickets too. Yeah, we got crickets, we got the cat, we got the chickens, we got everything going on out here. But yeah, interestingly enough, the person that talked about the eye bags, what's kind of funny is my whole life I've had dark circles under here. My father, my brother, my grandfather, both before he was killed in a vehicular homicide. My whole entire family on my dad's side has got dark circles under their eyes. It's funny, right? This skin right here is really thin, and I promise you it's not from lack of sleep. I mean, there are periods where I go without sleeping a lot, but I get more rest than most people I know. Are you Jewish? You for real scare me? There's no need to be scared of me. I'm harmless, man. I'm harmless. What does this say? You don't even need sleep. I think what you're missing is an existential crisis that will set you straight. What? What are you talking about? Bro added fun fact about his dad while talking about eye bags. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Well, what's funny is, I'm scientific minded, very analytical. I really think things through. And what's interesting is I found it very interesting that my whole father's side of the family always had darker circles under their eyes. And when I went to the doctor, I was in the Navy for a while, they said some people have thin skin. And if you have thin skin under your eyes, any bit of blood that goes underneath will become visual. So, fun fact. Didn't know that. You said you look like you came. Does your milkshake bring all the boys to the yard? Huh. You said I look like I came from insane asylum. Well, it says, and why are you in your neighbor's backyard again? Huh? I love reading the comments. You guys are so funny. Why I'm in my neighbor's backyard again? What is applesauce? I don't know what applesauce is. No, actually, Abby Sinclair, of all the things that people have said today, that's actually one of my favorite. You said, why are you in your neighbor's backyard again? Ah. You like my smile? Nah, I just have a very sick, dark perspective of the world. I see the world very dark, very gothic, very bloody, very violent. I just choose not to conform to it. Yeah. Yeah, I look like Mark Zuckerberg's evil twin. No one's ever told me I look like Mark Zuckerberg. Am I Jewish? Not Jewish. Just curly, curly, curly hair. Word, pumpkin. No, it's not the camera on my, it's the stand. I have this stand that has hand signals. So think of like a platform, like a circle as a base, and the phone sits in it and then it spins. So your hair reminds me of, as if from the goon, from Good Omens. I've never seen Good Omens. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Good Omens is, but hopefully it's a compliment. Is that a good compliment? Do I have good hair? Do I have good hair? Do I have good hair? Oh crap, there's Bigfoot. It's a TV show. It is amazing. Compliment, trust. Ah, cool. Appreciate that. I don't watch any TV shows. There's not a single TV show that I watch. So, I don't know much about TV shows. I like philosophy. I like to study philosophy. If you're into philosophy, it's a great chance to talk. I'm more concerned with consciousness, the meaning of life. What does life mean? I care more about those things, and I should probably watch some more TV, but all that time I would spend watching TV, that's my stream time. That's the time when I'm trying to stream and go live. What does this say? Crazy Old World. Oh, love from England. Crazy Old World, how's England? Crazy Old World, haven't we been in a stream together? Haven't we chatted before? Haven't we chatted before? You said this nose. My nose has been broken 3 times. My nose has been broken 3 times. Once playing basketball, once I got punched when I was doing mixed martial arts, and another time when I was playing rugby. Because I played rugby for a few years in college. For those who don't know, I like rugby. I do like to play. I like to run. I like to tackle. I like to hit people. I love just going and tackling. I love it. I miss rugby. I miss just grabbing someone and slamming them in the ground. You know what I mean? Host is kind of fine. Oh, thanks, Abby. All right, I'm gonna get off. Just wanted to say hello, but I subbed. Oh, Abby. Thanks, Abby. You said host is kind of fine. I have a dragon. Well, I'm 6'4", 230 pounds. You know. I've been told I'm not ugly. But who cares? Feels good just to rest and relax, man. I got stung by about 20 yellow jackets earlier. Was cutting all these trees and stuff out here, and damn, yellow jacket nest. Anybody ever got into a yellow jacket nest? Crazy old world. You changed your W. Showing off now? Becklin, what are you talking about? And thanks for being number 1 in the chat. Let's take a moment to shout out the top fans real quick. Becklin, Visht, Harvey, Ong, Austin, St. Jason, Epic Baller. Thanks for everybody. Appreciate that. You said you like a man with tats. We both looks like we both have something in common. Looks like we both have something in common. Just kidding. I love trees and grass. I miss contact sports. I was a professional boxer before I had a stroke on my 30th birthday. Dang, crazy old word. I like to box too. What is it, man? What is it about Englishmen and boxing? The Brits in England and in UK, y'all got a lot of good boxers, man. UK is always known. They always got some good boxers like Klitschko, Fury, not Fury, but Klitschkov, I think. Yeah, I know, I miss contact sports too, man. I have to go to the gym and I literally have to still hit the heavy bag or chop wood just to get it out of me. Abby shooting her shot. Abby Becklin, just know this. I always love a good compliment. Shoot your shot. But I promise you this, I can promise you one thing. I've been married and divorced one time. I will never get married again. All these people say so it's like, people say you look like this guy, you look like this person. I never know who any of these people are. I don't even know who that is. Hopefully it's a compliment. Yeah, the biggest thing about me is this, man. So what really interests me is consciousness. The human experience. The human experience of just existence baffles my mind. Just the fact that we're sitting on a rock in the middle of the cosmos, going rotationally going around, and we're just floating around the cosmos. That just It's so profound, and I think about it all day. I'm always thinking like the human condition. It's just, yeah. You are very boring. Ah, thanks, man. That's fine. I've been called worse by better. What is your best life? Yeah, okay, I got you some life advice. You want some life advice? Here's some life advice. All the material items that you think are important, they're not important. You can have a lot of money, you can have no money. I've been poor, and I've been a millionaire. And I've been divorced and lost everything, right? Everything in between. The most important thing in your life, the most valuable thing that you have, is peace of mind. If you have to lose your peace of mind to obtain wealth, it's not worth it. That's my best advice I can give you. Whatever you choose to do in your life, peace of mind is priceless. Peace of mind. That's the best life advice I could give you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Peace of mind. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Smile. When people ask and say things that you know that's not correct, you're very welcome, XYZ. Focus on yourself. Don't give your opinion unless it's asked. Right? Read the 48 Laws of Power. Read the 48 Laws of Power. Great book. Serial killer vibes. Maybe some people just think about more things than others. Hey Bill, where is Ted? How do we get our foreskins back? I guess you could genetically modify a skin cell and you could grow a foreskin and have it surgically reattached. I guess you could do that. What's the topic? Topic is whatever you want it to be. Yeah, boy, oh boy. We're just talking about some random things out here. I just got done eating 9 eggs and a half a watermelon. I ran into a yellow jacket's nest and got like 20 stings on my back. Ugh. Anything's on it. Thanks for advice. Brian Anderson. Oh, Robert. What's up, man? Robert, how you been? Yeah, welcome in from around the world. I literally, the topics are these. These are the topics for discussion, okay? These are the topics I like to talk about. My topics are this: life, philosophy, science. If you're in here going to talk about TV shows and stuff like that, you're probably going to think I'm boring. I actually like deep conversation. I like when people ask really tough questions. Ask me anything. I'll give you my opinion on just about anything. All I ask, look at this giant rooster over here. See the giant rooster up there? You're getting ready to go back in there. Georgia, greetings from Argentina. Oh, I don't know Argentina. I've got Scandinavian heritage. I'm going for Norway. I like the blonde-headed Viking guy. I like the Viking from Norway. Because I'm 6'4", 230, 225, and I do a lot of sprints. And he's 6'5", like 208, really lean. I like his build. I'm rooting for my Norway Viking. Chris, well no, that rooster will be having sex with all the hens That's what he has been doing. And today he has already had sex with 5 of them. He just likes to get on top of stuff. What's up, Mr. Rooster? You got your post up? What you doing, bud? You taking the high ground? Hey, bud. I miss Crazy Old World. The better people become at not letting external factors impact us, the happier we'll be. Where do you live in Norway? No, I like the Norway team to win the World Cup. I'm in the United States. I just have Scandinavian and Viking heritage. So, no, we're in the States, my friend. Beautiful birds. Thank you. Crazy Old World, as said something earlier, I want to get back to his message. He said, the fact we were floating around on a space rock and we were all made of modules, stardust boggles my... Yeah, Crazy Old World. Yeah, me too. I can't wrap my head around, like, if you sit back and just meditate, like under a tree, like in nature, and you sit under a tree and you relax and you say to yourself, okay, think about the fact that you're on a planet floating around the cosmos in the middle of nowhere where there's probably no other life around. Although there probably is life in the cosmos, it's so fascinating. What does this say? Thank you for that. Beautiful birds, thank you. Everything is internal. What does that mean? Everything is internal. The better people become at not letting external factors and 100% Crazy Old World. I think that's very true. Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. 100%. Everything is internal. Everything is internal. So many people let the external bother their internal. What you gotta do is focus on your internal state of mind. %. I jade to shit, so I did it in my hand. I jad. Beautiful birds. All right. Chickens are inside. Getting a little bit leaner. Here's the peppers. Crazy old world. Some strange people in live comments. Oh, it's always like that, dude. Here's the thing. The very fact that people come in and do those weird comments, I think that when people... Here's the thing. People are going to be people, and you can't control people. As long as you can control your internal state, when people say stuff, you listen, you observe. But yeah, the world can be strange, man. He just wants to be on top. And these are where the chickens are. All right, well, that was a fun little stream. I'm gonna go now. Oh yeah. Physique update. You guys want to see the physique? See if we're getting leaner? Here's the physique update. Let's see. Physique update. Been working on getting leaner. We getting there? I'm down close to 100 pounds. Been doing a lot of sprinting lately. A lot of sprints. But yeah, the physique is slowly coming together. It's not crazy, but you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll take it. I'll take it, considering I train as an athlete, not a bodybuilder. Currently sitting at 6'4", 228 pounds. So. Oh yeah, I remember you. Kai Walladon. Yeah, I remember your profile picture. Because when you first came into my channel, or whose ever profile you're on, I remember saying, dang, that seems like someone who's like really young to have a channel. Because a lot of my audience members are between the ages of anywhere from 15 all the way up to 70 and everything in between. I do. Now, let me turn the internet on to the others. Now, we are. Is it a good time to play some piano? Would now be a good time to play piano? Would now be a good time to play piano? I do remember you. Believe it or not, I remember everybody that comes into my stream. Anytime someone takes the time to come into my stream, anytime somebody takes the time to come into my stream, I always tell them, thank you. I got bit by all these yellow jackets earlier. All right, piano time. Oh, it's your kid's picture? Oh, okay. It's your kid's picture and you're 18? Dang, how old were you when you had your child, young one? You're 18? What, that child looks at least... Well, how old were you when you had your kid? I mean, I'm not judging. My mother had me when she was 15 years old, so I got nowhere to judge. I'm not gonna judge. I didn't realize that. I was 7 by... Oh, so I caught you in a lie. That's all right. I'm very observant, but also very forgiving. Most of the people in my life that are lying to me, I know they're lying to me, and I just roll with it. Joshua Shoddy, the whitest person I've seen in my whole life. Looks can be deceiving. What, because of the 1776? Ah, so you're a presumptuous assertion. So you see a flag like that, have no idea what it represents, and make a presumptuous assertion based on your own limiting beliefs. You, my friend, are most likely an ignoramus. That's okay. It represents hate and murder, right? Whatever you say. Whatever you say, man. I'm not here to teach you a history lesson. I am eating watermelon. No, okay. Yeah. No, you're making an assertion as an assumption as to what something means. If something hanging on my wall affects, like seriously, if anything hanging on my wall affects your current state of mind, you have a lot of self-growth, like a lot of growth in your own self to do. If I go somewhere and I don't like something and it offends me or whatever, I don't really care. Because in the United States, we have one of these, a Declaration of Independence and a Constitution. And what that means is we can agree to disagree. Simple as that. Anyways. Excuse me. What we got? What a fucking moron. I've been called worse by better, Rich. I promise you, I've been called worse by people better than you. right? Uh-huh. Are hiding behind a screen. Hiding behind a screen. That's what most people do. That's all right. You're not gonna say anything that's gonna offend me. You can't say one thing that's gonna rattle me. You can try. It just doesn't bother me. Because in the real world, most people that you meet have no effect on your life. So just remember that. Let people have their opinions. I literally have gotten to the point in my life where if somebody tells me the sky is green, I will agree with them and say, uh-huh. Just to get to the next task that I need to do. I'm not saying that's the right attitude to take, but just agree with people even if they're wrong. Especially if it's someone that has like no effect on your life. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're nuts. I promise. Wooden home, you weirdo. Enjoy your beautiful wooden home, you weirdo. Right, yeah. Whatever you say, man. You think this is my house? You think I live in here? I'm not asking for good luck from you. I don't want to be wished good luck from people like you, Mr. Rick. Yeah, so yeah, I know trolls come in, that's fine. Y'all say what y'all want. The earth is flat. All right. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right, let's go here. Let's go check the emails real quick. All right, looking for any actual questions in the chat. What we got? Do. Catch up. Right through here. Come over here. Yeah, that's a little setup over here. Yeah, nice little office. Got my futon over there in case I want to take a nap. This office is built to basically be able to work 2-3 days in a row, no rest, no sleep. I keep this office actually outside of the main house because it's kind of like a work zone. Like when you come in here, you just know that, hey, it's time to get work done. You know what I mean? Uh-huh.
Yeah, sleep is very important. Although if you watch what you eat and you're actually in shape, you don't need as much sleep as you think. A lot of times you only need sleep if your body needs recovery. But if you're eating and you're hydrating, you're getting sunlight, you're outside. I mean, I've run marathons. One time I ran a 23-hour race. Back when I was enlisted in the Navy, a 23-hour race. It was almost 100 miles. It was like 100 miles all at once. Trained for a year for it. You don't need as much sleep as you think. Like if you're not drinking, you're not smoking, you don't have all those toxins in you and you're eating clean, yeah, your body needs rest and it needs to be recharged, of course. But your body doesn't need to sleep as much as you think if you're taking care of it properly. Especially if you have neurotoxins or bad water, or you're eating pesticides in your food, because I grow my food to eat it. You want more energy? You want to be able to work 15, 18-hour days, 7 days a week, have fun, smile, laugh, you know? And I trained for 3.5 hours today, you know? Did a bunch of sprints, push-ups, pull-ups. You know, take care of your body, guys. German music. 1940. Oh. German music, 1940, greatest nation on earth. Well, here's the thing, man. I have to be limited to what I can play because it has to be royalty free or it'll trigger the video. What? What are you talking? Dude, some of the craziest people will be saying shit in my stream. And I'm just like, what? What is this? Okay, Germany invaded France, Poland. They did something no other country dared to do, which is why they are the best. Hey, you are amazing, pretty cute Asian side chick with nice blonde hair. Don't ever change. What? What are you talking about? Did you know that cucumber is good for memory? Cucumber good for memory? I don't think that's true. The brain is made of adipose and fat tissue and requires phosphate and glucose to properly function through the central and peripheral nervous systems. So it would not make sense because cucumber has none of the components that would make your. I don't think cucumber has anything that would make your brain fire faster. I'd have to research that. I don't know if I believe that. Guess what? My father put it once in. Oh. And I remember it since. Jesus, guys. Oh, DC crew. Oh, wow. Okay, that was, for a troll comment, that was pretty damn good. Jacob Brock, welcome back. He said, Slate official, I'm in a rock band like 80s style and metal. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I like the keys. I like to play the keys. Fair enough. That's what's up, 80s rock and metal. I feel that. Cool, cool, cool. How do you join the clan? Do you think do you think because I have a 1776 flag that I'm a member of the clan? Well, of everybody in the chat, raise your hand if you've actually fought in war. That's where I flew a flag in Afghanistan, right over there. So, everybody's always tough until the pressure's on. And when the pressure's on, you have people that either fight or flight. And in my experience, most people flight. Some people are built to fight and some people are built to run away. It's just how life is. Make metal great again. Thanks, Mute. I fought a spiritual war on the toilet after Hot Cheetos. Who won? Who won? Was it you or the Cheetos? Afghanistan doesn't make you tough. I never said it did. I tell you what though, being overseas during a time of war, you know, just put it this way. There's always a war going on. There will always be a war going on. That's what people do. People tend to fight and pursue power for some reason. I don't know why they do. I'd like to live in a world where people didn't do that. I'd like to live in a world where people lived in peace and harmony together. I beat those demons, luckily. Mute. Jill, that's funny. Good on you, man. Gil, I'm glad. I'm glad for that. Well, let's switch this over to something more fun. Nothing makes, well, somebody was talking earlier about being tough and this and that. You don't have to be tough. Being tough is nothing more than staying calm in your mind. If you've ever done mixed martial arts or you've ever done any form of fighting, what you're gonna know is the person who stays calm, cool, and collective, cooler heads prevail. Cooler heads prevail. When it gets stressed and anxious and everything's going down, if you can stay calm and you can stay cool and you can stay collective, nothing can beat you. Nothing. That's all it is. So whatever you do, just try to learn to stay calm. Like, let's say you go to the gym and you hit the heavy bag, or you do a heavy bench press, or a heavy squat, or a heavy deadlift, or whatever it may be, right? Or you just go for a run. Can you stay cool, calm, and collective when it hurts, when it's stressful, or you have to scream and let it out and just, ah? Trust me, there's power in screaming and letting it out. But in my observation, the most dangerous people I've ever met are really quiet, really precise, and you usually wouldn't know they were as dangerous as they are because they're always calm, cool, and collective. Because if people know, just real talk, guys, if somebody knows that they're willing to take someone's life if they need to, and they know they're capable of doing that, they don't want to be in a fight. They want to avoid the fight. I cannot stand being out in public and like trying to fight or break up a fight. I can't stand situations like that. Because I'm someone who's not going to back down. I'll walk away before I start a fight because I don't want to fight. Because I know, like, if I get rattled, I know what I'm capable of. So just remember that. The people who are always loud and barking and those aren't the people you need to worry about. The one you need to worry about is the dude that drives a minivan with 4 kids and a wife and has a mortgage to pay off and is working 6 days a week. That's the dude you don't want to mess with. Trust me on that. The John Stockton effect. Do you respect the LB? Well, the LBGBT, the large galactic Battletoads. I don't know, the large galactic Battletoads, from what I know, the LGBT community, it's a community of large galactic Battletoads. And if I'm not mistaken, they came to Earth and they tried to convince everyone that there's more than one sex. And you know, I got nothing against the large galactic Battletoads. I just don't agree with their premise. Thank you, any Randall Knives. Hey man, them town and country vans were legit. Yeah. Nice knives in the background. No Randalls. These were hand carved from the antler of a deer by a Chinese artist. Yep, those are really nice. I think they're worth about 5-10 grand. Got some rhinos over there. Got some other stuff. Yeah. So thank you for the compliment. Decepticons. Decepticons. I just subscribed. Wayne, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate you. I think they made a game about Battletoads I could never beat as a kid. The LBGQT community is very respectable. Am I gay? No. I like to have sex with women. But, fun fact, I'm on an oath of celibacy. So I took an oath of celibacy a prolonged period ago, and I did that for self-discipline. So I took an oath of celibacy, and then I quit drinking and quit smoking, and I wanted to pursue a spiritual path. And then I went through a little rough phase where I started indulging in substances again and then came back. What I have come to realize, no joke, is that most people can't free themselves from the system, and they're too... Guys, everything in your life is deceiving you from the moment you're born. Teachers need to teach our kids about being gay and what they want to be. I don't think it's the teacher's responsibility. I think that's the parent's responsibility, personally, not the teacher. I think the teacher is there to teach curriculum, such as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Teachers are not there to socially groom your children through critical race theory and create precognitive biases. That's what institutions do. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that. I mean, the number of gay and trans people is increasing the more we institutionalize it and teach it at schools. Now, am I a biologist? No. Am I a scientist? No. But I can tell you this. I've been to 20 plus countries. I lived in Japan for 3 years, been overseas, been to China, played basketball in Europe growing up. Just experienced a lot of culture. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. People do not need to be taught certain things by teachers. Certain things the parents teach the kids, and certain things the teachers teach the kids. So, it's a complicated issue. I don't think when we created the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, I don't think this was really considered and thought about. But yeah, very interesting time we're living. Gender is a part of someone's identity, whatever you say, man. Yeah, the people that say genders don't matter are the people that talk about genders the most. The people that say racism doesn't matter, racism needs to go away, are the same people that keep talking about racism. So what it is it's a passive aggressive approach. Whenever somebody says this needs to go away, but they keep bringing it up, they don't really care about the topic. They're only stroking their own ego as a sense of belonging and well-being because they have nothing else to plug themselves into. I've been to Ensenada on a cruise, that the extent of out of my country. What did you learn from your cruise, St. Jason? Rule number 1, they do not get to control the narrative. I mean, well, that's what the Constitution says. The Constitution, the Founding Fathers knew that eventually America was going to get very wealthy, accumulate a lot, and then that generation of children was not going to have to struggle. And when times are tough, you're going to get strong people. When times are easy, you're going to get weak people. So the Constitution dictates that if the government starts taking advantage and trying to take control of the people, that we can rise up and overthrow them, right? So that's kind of where we're at today in society. You know what I mean? Gender is very important. Racism is fine. It just needs to be in moderation. Being racist is fine as long as we keep an open mind and have logical conversations. Well, I don't think racism is okay, because racism means you believe you're superior just because you're another race. Now, prejudice and bias will always exist in a social structure, but racism is a social construct, right? Like, racism doesn't exist, right? People think that it's racism, but what typically people are fighting against are the people that have and the people that have not. There's power, and then there's powerless. And the real enemy is not racism, it's not men versus women, it's not gender. Those are all distractions from the truth. The truth is people need to unite, right? Rule number 1 on the cruise was not to drink the water in Mexico. That's, yeah, I bet that's probably good. But you know, even though Mexico has got some bad water here and there, Mexico's still a fun place to visit. Rosa Beach is fun. I mean, I wouldn't go to Tijuana unless you're looking for trouble, but it's fun. Racism is a dumb concept. We're all equally worthless under the Great Chihulu. I don't know who the Great Chihulu is, but yeah. See, here's the thing, racism doesn't really work, because if you understand anything about biology, okay, there's more of, so if you have someone that's really tall and someone that's really short, and you take, I think it's called the genome, you basically look at the genome, which is a giant code that dictates you. Like, this code represents this person. There's a bigger deviation between the height of two people, like a 7-foot tall person and a 4-foot tall person. The genetic code shows there's a bigger difference between extreme heights than pigment of skin. So it is what it is, man. If you educate yourself, the more you travel, the more you educate yourself, the more you break away from religion and social constructs, and you just look at people for who they are and how they act, the more that you do that, the more that you're going to realize divide and conquer is the name of the game. You keep trying to get people to fight each other. When this group, it's like the World Cup. Think about the World Cup. You got these people rooting for this team, these people rooting for this team. Everybody's divided to conquer, right? So everybody's separated. Everybody's got their own cliques. You know, when you put all that aside and realize we're all human beings and we're all living on the same planet, it goes to show you how powerful the human race can be if we work together, but also how destructive we can be if we choose not to work together. Wow, dude, you're very smart. May I ask where you learned all this? Don't know, man. Just observing life. Religion divides people. Everyone holds their own. Yeah, Joshua Star Trek. This is something that's going to rub people the wrong way. I grew up in the church. Had a 15-year-old mother. Mother had me when she was 15. I went to school with no shoes on. My mother got beat by my father to a bloody pulp. I was around drugs and violence a lot of my life. I never had a super formal education. I was always school. When I was younger, I used to talk like this. I used to stutter. So going through all that, what I did was I just stayed consistent. Tribalism, ooh. Oh man, you're getting into some subjects that I really spend a lot of time thinking about, but boy, you're gonna offend some people if we talk about this in chat. Race, religion, and politics. All I want is for you guys, if you disagree with something I say, or if there's a point that I bring up, hey, let's talk about it. I'm not trying to be right or wrong. I'm simply trying to learn with you. It's not about, some people would rather be right to look good rather than be wrong and look bad, but then learn. We all got to learn. And yeah, this is some racism. European heretic. Tribalism is engraved in us. Let's take that sentence slowly. Why do you think tribalism is engraved in us? We used to live in tribes. People used to live in tribes together, so I can see that. It's literally perception and obvious reality. But here's the thing, is it really that obvious though? You're a heretic? Is it really that obvious? Because if it was so obvious, then how come so many people can't see it? Right? Racism is okay because you can't control. Let's see, racism is okay because, here's the thing, Joshua Star Trek, I wouldn't say racism is okay, but I would say being biased or being prejudiced is just a natural reaction. So you know the old saying, birds of a feather flock together, chickens stay with chickens, ducks stay with ducks. If you take small baby ducks and you put them in a pen with chickens, the chickens will kill the ducks. Trust me, I had ducks die because I put a little baby duck in and he got into the chickens and the big chickens killed him and ate him because he was different. So like, I know there's bias and there's prejudice because that's just human nature, preferences. But when I think of racism, I think that, and this is where I don't agree with racism, thinking I'm better than you just because I'm a different race with no other variables, no other details or facts to consider, I don't agree with that. Nah. And at the same time, if I meet someone who's a separate race from me and I'm just having any other emotion other than that's a human being and it starts to control me, that's a dangerous mentality to keep. It's going to keep you exhausted and you're never going to learn. No person will ever learn. I'm buying AI chat. Let's have an open-minded conversation. Let's do it. Is Donald J. Trump aware you're conducting this live stream? I don't know. I've put a lot of content out over the last 10 years, not consistently. I started live streaming recently about a year ago. We're coming up on 5,000 subs. I can tell you this much. YouTube doesn't like some of the videos I put out, especially some of the bombings in Palestine. Look, I was in the Navy for close to 10 years. I love my country because I was born here. I do not agree what happened after World War II. I'm not convinced that how Hitler was represented in our history books in the United States compared to what actually happened in history. I'm not convinced that's accurate. And I'm not convinced that committing a genocide against the Palestinian people is a good thing. So, yeah, but at the same time, you got to think. This is my country. This is where I was raised. I've served it. I still know my oaths. So it's really, it's something I really think about a lot. Just trying to seek truth. Understand what even happened in the past. Because here's a crazy concept. What is this? Oakley. Joshua, I am in the military parachuter. You said you're a military parachuter? Really? That's a weird way. Okay. I want to preserve my people. We are 8% global, yet accosted for ancestor sins, yet we installed democracy, hospitals, technology. It's okay to repace us, apparently. Where did you serve? I don't want to discuss that with you, Jack. It's personal. That's fair. Uh-huh. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm not going to judge. If someone tells me that they did this, that, look, you can do two things. You can sit here and create a personality and lie and say stuff, or you can just talk in the stream and we'll have a conversation. But the truth will eventually come out. Trust me. Anybody that's in the military and has actually served, they will eventually figure out by what you say whether you are lying or not. Just for what it's worth. We're pretty good at understanding who our people, like right over there's a flag that I flew in Afghan, right? I don't know if I can see it. I'll show you guys. Here's some of the stuff I collected. Like anybody who's actually in the military, you leave a command, they'll give you, this is Special Boat Team 22. It's got my name on it right over through here. This is some stuff that I collected. This is stuff that I collected nearly 10 years of service, right? So, but at the same time, I'm not going to judge someone because if let's say somebody was having a bad day and they were going to kill themselves. And the only thing that let them, did you buy it? Oh, is he? Oh, there are some fake accounts, but that's okay. Sometimes people come in here with fake accounts and I wonder if they're real or they're fake. But even though they're fake accounts, they still give me chats in the algorithm. But thanks for the heads up, homie. Jat02 said, I just entered delayed entry program. Oh, yeah? What branch are you going into? Delayed entry program? What branch are you trying to get into, brother? Feel free if you have any questions. I've been out for a few years, so I'm not quite as update as what's going on as when I was active duty, but I can definitely give you some pieces of advice. Oh, Navy Air Crew. Okay, so you're gonna have green stripes? You're gonna have green stripes? Air Crew is green, firefighter is red, then there's a blue one. So you're gonna have the green stripe, right? The green one? Already signed. Without looking it up on Google, do you know your creed? Do you know your creed yet? Yep, Pensacola. That makes sense. That makes sense. Congratulations, Jat. Jat, are you younger than 25? I'm guessing you're between the ages of 19 and 23. 19 and 23? Haha! Got him! Nailed it! Urgh! Nailed it! That is an 18-inch arm, by the way. It is an 18-inch arm. I know it don't look that big compared to the bodybuilders, but that is an 18-inch arm, man. And that sucker was only 12 inches in high school, so I did put 6 inches on my arms. It's got shitty arm genetics, dude. I am a United States sailor. I will protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America and obey the orders of those appointed over me. I represent the fighting of the spirit of the Navy and those who have gone before me, defend freedom and democracy around the world. I proudly serve my country's Navy combat team with honor, courage, and commitment. I am committed to excellence and the fair treatment of all. Yep. So, and Joshua Star Trek, just for what it's worth, you've been great, Jat, you've been great. Here's the thing. Be careful. Be careful. Because, Jat, you are going into the military at a very dangerous time in the world. If I was you, I'd have my ass in shape. And I don't mean bodybuilder shape. I mean, you need to be able to run. You need to be able to do push-ups. You need to do pull-ups. You need to be able to be strong. You need to start, right? You need to get your ass. Okay. You want to look good in the gym, or do you want to fucking survive? Like, do you want to live? You need to be able to pull yourself up. You need to be able to be a muscle up. You need to either be really smart and use your tools away from combat and let your tools do the work. But even though you know how to use your tools, you need to keep your body in shape. You're about to enter the military in the time where we could very much well be in the period of time where World War III could happen at any minute. Between the next politician, the next election, between the Republicans and the Democrats, come the next primaries, the Democrats are probably going to take over the office even if the Republicans are there. We have a lot of issues with oil. We have the Red Army in China. We have Putin standing up. We have North Korea talking about bombing Israel. You're literally entering the military at a time that's dangerous. So you need to think, I need to become dangerous. I need to be smart. I need to be strong. I need to have stamina. I need to stretch. I need to educate myself. You just do that, man. Yeah. Well, look, I'll tell you right now. Let me tell you something. I was not a SWIC. I was not a SEAL. I was none of that. But you know what I do have? I was at a SEAL and a SWIC command for 7 years called Special Boat Team 22. I was a combat service support. I got to go with them overseas to support the mission. I have the SEAL logo with my name on a coin given to me from a commanding officer who was a SEAL, Frankie. And I can tell you right now, I trained with them. I trained with SWCS and SEALs a lot. And I can tell you firsthand that their mentality, their secret power, it's not just about just being the strongest. It's about being able to be calm, cool, and collective under pressure. Knowing how to survive is about staying calm amidst chaos and being able to make simple decisions during high pressurized moments. Can you, under pressure, make the right decision? Can you do that? And you just got to train yourself. You got to do shit you don't want to do. Just start doing shit you don't want to do. Well, no, it's not the military, Joshua. I'm not talking about the military. The military in general is a piece of cake compared to what it used to be. Like, no. The military just joining is a piece of cake as far as what they do to you. But what I'm talking about is during a time of war. I'm talking about the time, Joshua, the world events that are going on. Yeah, joining the military 16 years ago is a lot different than joining now. 100%. Because the state of the world and what's going on globally is different than 16 years ago. That's my point. It's not, I would say the military itself is probably easier now than it was 16 years ago, because during boot camp and during all the things, they can't touch you, they can't haze you, they can't torture you like they used to, right? So yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's not the outside the military, the way the world's operating. I'm just saying the world is in a crazy place right now. So if you're joining the military, I just think that it would be, yo, what's up? Hello. I just think it would be a really good idea to like keep yourself in shape, because if war breaks out, you're at their disposal. But have fun, do what you need to do, stay in shape. Stay in shape. Take care of your mind, take care of your body, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever you have to do. Do shit you don't want to do, and just be prepared. And know that when you're in the military, your job, no matter what you're doing, is connected with a bunch of other people, and you're only as strong as your weakest link. So always work on being the strongest link, just for what it's worth. What type of music do I like to play? I just fiddle around on the keyboard. Usually poppy music. I'm studying some music theory. I can play an electric guitar. Get this chair out. Dragon. something like that, just a little bit. What? That was the best answer to what kind of music do you play I've ever heard. You like that? Thanks, man. Yeah, I like to play my music from sometimes, man. The older I get, music's one of the only things that. Something powerful about music. Anything that gives you a reason to stay alive in this world has power in some way, form of art. With so much destruction in the world, it's nice to just get away and just be able to create something. You know? .188 layered. Let's go 188 tone layer. I think I got something. And I am going to be in the chats. I am looking, guys. I just have to preset this. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. started getting into a zone there. My fault. My bad, guys. If you play music, sometimes you just zone out, you know? Oh, No Way Affiliated back. I need a new impaired keyboard as to... Or the Pinball Wizard. Everything is a vibration down to its OTS core. God is a vibration. Yeah, see, this is actually, I am not religious at all, but I'm very spiritual. And I do believe that the closest thing that we can get to a creator, like you want to call it God, whatever you want to call it, the closest way to get to the creator seems to be through music. I agree with that. Here you go. Just so you know. You said Ray Charles. I know one lick from Ray Charles. How's the market treating you, Battle? Market's good. You know, we still got the stock station. I had to stop filming some of the market stuff illegally. So, had to stop filming some of the marking. Literally, the only thing YouTube isn't banning is my live streams. So, let's keep it up with that. All right. Thank you for that, sir. That was a true blessing. Wayne Bouchard. Wayne, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Wayne. Least I can do is to try to send some good energy your way. The whole Milk King. I feel like the evil... Ooh, what's this? I feel like the evil judge from the movie Nothing But Trouble when you start kicking on them jazzy jazz tones. The whole Milk King. Yeah, I don't think I get the joke, but hey, even if I don't get the joke, I was still part of the joke. And music brings back memories to people. That's all right, the whole Milk King. Why are you called the whole Milk King? Do you drink a lot of whole milk? You drink a lot of milk, man? No, the YouTube will not let me play poker on a live stream, but Twitch will. Because I still like to play poker tournaments from time to time. You guys know that I am on Google for a poker tournament back in San Diego in the 2022 Run Good, which was fun. You drink a gallon of milk a day? What are you doing? Doing some damn... It's a very niche 90s movie. It sounds some reason connects here. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Hey, I'm connecting you to a good thought, homie. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I got that you meant stocks. No, I mean, I'm still doing my charting in my software. Like, I still got the stock trading station up. But if you guys know anything about my channel, I'm a certified personal trainer, right? I'm also an insurance agent. I trade stocks, and I do a bunch of other stuff. So the biggest thing about me is this. I'm one of those people who just continues to learn, and then I share that with you guys. So any of those subjects that you have questions about, feel free to let me know. I'll go over them. I mean, if anything, this whole entire stream is nothing but a chill hangout spot for people to come in and just talk. Oh yeah, you're a serious vitamin D enthusiast? Well, the whole Milk King, did you know that your body cannot absorb calcium without vitamin D3 as a bridge? Hopefully it's raw milk. You're not drinking whole raw milk a day, are you? Are you an athlete? Maybe Milkman. Maybe he's the milkman. Funny enough, I did grow up on a dairy farm. You might be surprised. Raw milk versus homogenized milk. There's a lot of talking about that. Dropping knowledge. Yeah, you need vitamin D3 in order to absorb the calcium. And homogenized milk that's heated to really high temperatures sometimes kills it. So if you're drinking a lot of milk a day, make sure you're getting enough D3. But I would assume if you're drinking a gallon of milk a day, and this is going off memory, right? Not anything, not Googling. That's called the GOMAD. I know because I used to be a 315-pound power lifter before I had surgery, and I lost close to 100 pounds. Anyways, when I was bulking, I used to drink a lot of raw milk, and you look at some old pictures, man, I was pretty big, mean, and scary, and I started doing, now I do running and calisthenics. I like to be leaner. But I went through a phase where I was bulking, and a gallon of milk was a way to do that. You ride BMX? What? Oh shit, are you serious? 40 years? Damn, I did a gallon of milk a day for like 3 years, but I didn't. Do you do raw milk? Raw milk? Any kefir? Or where's your milk source? Because now you got old nutrition stuff in my head going. Is that your dirty joke? Oh baby, I like raw milk like old dirty bastard. Well, I'll tell you this. The strongest men that you know that you like are probably celibate. And wise men know that if they retain their seed, their brain gets sharper. Their body reuses that semen. I'm a big believer in semen retention for periods of time. Now, if you're in a relationship with a woman or a man or a goat in this world, who knows, or a Martian, right? I think connecting with someone else's energy and having that energy move back and forth, that's different. But you as a man watching this chat, if you do 90 days of no fat, watch what happens to your body. You'll get stronger, you'll sleep better, you'll wake up with morning wood all the time, your hormones will go up, you'll have more energy, and you'll have more drive. So, just a little piece of advice there. Dirty boy Walmart, ooh. Well, BMX, here's the thing, wait a second. You said you've been drinking raw gallon of milk a day for 40 years. You said you've been doing it for 40 years. What are you, 60 years old? Oh no, the math is not mathing. Tell me how to make this math make sense. How can you, what did you say, 20 years? Did you say 40 years? Was it 40? What did you say here? The math is not mathing up here, man. How old are you if you've been drinking a gallon of milk for 40 years, and if you started in your 20s, what are you, like 60 years old? Yeah. So how you've been drinking a gallon of milk a day for nearly 40 years. Oh, did I read your thing wrong? Maybe I read your thing. Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, okay, you just answered my question. Yeah. So if you look, no, what I'm saying is this. I do not believe that you've been drinking a gallon of milk every day for 40 years. The statement before that, you said you've been doing this for 40 years? Nah. Okay. Since you were like 6, you have not been drinking a gallon of milk a day since you were 6 every day. I do not believe that. I call bullshit. Bullshit. You may drink a lot of milk, but I call bullshit. What? It's not about the money in milk. It's just like I've drinking a gallon of milk a day for 2 years straight while being in the military. And I'm 6'4" at the time. I was 270, 80 pounds because I went from like really skinny to really, I did big bulk over like 9 years. And I can tell you, as someone who's actually done it, that's a lot of calories, man. But hey, kudos. All I'll say is this. I'm not going to get into the nuances of the numbers, but drinking a gallon of milk a day is going to put weight on anybody, and it's a lot of calories. But if you're an athlete, if there's someone in here in the chat who just happens to be an athlete, try to get raw milk if you can. Raw milk, especially like that's not been homogenized, not been heated, the raw milk has a lot of benefit according to research and nutrition. Oh, I keep saying homogenized. Yeah, pasteurized. Yeah, I'm sorry. Itchy Johnson, I'm sorry, yeah. It's been a long day. But, yeah, it is. Drinking a gallon of milk every day, every single day is hard. Yes, it is. Here's the thing. Thank you. I'm sure you drink a lot of milk. I'm great. I am just going to agree to disagree with you. I have nothing against you. This is like my realm of study. Like I'm a certified master fucking trainer with the accreditation in nutrition. I'm calling BS. But that's my opinion. Don't let my opinion change you, and I don't really care. You know what I mean? But nah. I literally drank a gallon of milk almost every day for close to a year or two. And I put on substantial weight, but I was also a pretty big power lifter, like World's Strongest Men and people like that, dude. Oh yeah, great. I mean, yeah, if that's what you're living off of, at the end of the day, whatever you're doing, keep it going, man. Anyways, let's move on to another subject. I'm bored with the milk now. Well, he is the whole milk king. That's fair. Technically, he's the whole milk king. And if it's whole milk too, all those calories, that's like so many freaking calories. I mean, if you're doing BMX, you're going to burn through calories. Anybody that's biking and doing bicycle, you're going to burn a shit ton of calories doing BMX biking. I don't care about that. I'm just saying in general, I've never met someone who drank a gallon of milk every day, starting that young. Now, I've met people who got into their 20s and started doing GoMad for, a couple years and stuff. I've never heard of someone starting milk that young and doing that. That's a first for me. And I don't know. I've trained like 600 people in my life. Not to like, say anything, but like literally I'm a certified master trainer. Like I got my certificates right here. I trained a lot of people in my life, right? Certified nutrition, CPR card, all that stuff, right? All I'm saying is I've never heard of someone doing it to that extreme, but hey, I'll be the first to say you never know. There's some weird people out there that do some crazy stuff. I'll be the first to say that, that's for sure. Where's my CPR card? Oh, there it is. I say I should have my CPR card and my AED. Expires 2027 on my certificates. No, I'm not gallon. No, motherfucker. Let's clear this up. Let me tell you something, motherfucker. I know my shit. You did not drink a gallon of milk every day from age 6 for fucking, you said 40 years. Then you start at 40. You keep changing your details. I know my shit, brother. Like I spent a lot of money on this and I've trained a lot of people. You can do what you want. I'm sure you drink a lot of milk, but you have not drank a gallon of milk every day from the ages of 6 onward. I do not believe that. That is my opinion. It is what it is. What we got? Belkin. Yeah. Because I've worked in an atmosphere enough to like know a few things, right? If it's blue, I'm not clicking the blue button. Anyways, so we have been streaming for a couple hours. No, motherfucker, yeah, that's not what you said. That's not what you said, motherfucker. I've got the thing. You said I've been doing it for 40 years, and then the second thing, you said nearly 40. You said almost 40 years, and then you said you started at 6. Look, I think you're full of shit. I'm not saying that. That's my opinion. You're not going to change my opinion. I've got a lifetime of training people and athletes in different countries. Never heard of it. But again, I could be wrong. It is what it is, but I don't think I am. No, look, I'm sure you drink a lot of milk. I get it. But drinking a whole gallon of milk at 2,200 calories as a BMXer doing that, unless you're a professional athlete and you're doing the calories, maybe you're a professional athlete and I don't know, but unless you're a professional athlete and you're training to actually compete, you're talking about CrossFitters, Eddie Hall, Brian Shaw, Eric Bugenhagen. You're talking about top tier competitive athletes who have done it, and they're like cream of the crop. So if you're in that tier, that's fine. But even them, they only did it for like 5 to 6 years. Rick Frowning, the CrossFit champion, he did a gallon of milk of raw milk a day while he was doing CrossFit for a period of time. So I know it can be done. I just think the length of time that you're stretching it, I think that part is suspect. But at the end of the day, again, I don't really care. If anybody ever wants extra calories, raw milk is absolutely a way. Even the Norway soccer player. That's fine. Eggs are great. Eggs are great. What if a girl, yeah, so eggs are great. Eggs are awesome. Whole eggs, great. Eat whole eggs. I've eaten a dozen eggs every day since I was 7. I don't know who Lindsey Buckingham is. I don't know who that is. You've eaten a dozen eggs every day since I was 7? Bullshit. You probably like eggs, but you've eaten 12 eggs every day for that long? Are you a professional bodybuilder? Yeah, all right. I think that's bullshit. Eating 12 eggs at the age of 7 forward. But hey, I still think that's bullshit. Oh. Yeah, there was a CrossFitter who did a bunch of milk. I forget his name. I'm going off memory. I'm not even Googling anything. Was it Rich Frowning? Rob Frowning? No, there are lots of athletes that drink a lot of milk. I've just never heard of someone doing it for that extended period of time. The longest I've ever heard was someone who did it for like 7 years, and they did raw milk, and they were fine, but that's the longest I've ever heard. When you're getting into 10, 20, 30 years, that is just extreme. And here's the thing, if that is true, I think you should call Guinness's Book of World Record, and you should see if you have the world record for most milk consumed by a human being. That's what I would say. Eggs are great. What's the next thing? Yeah, so raw eggs are a myth. Here's the thing. You can consume raw eggs, and this is coming from a nutrition guy, right? Okay, what the studies show is when you consume raw eggs, you do get protein, but you're losing about 30 to 40%. So by cooking your eggs, you're getting 30 to 40% protein. So typically a whole egg is like, I think 6 to 7 grams per whole egg. So, you eat 10 eggs, you're getting like, 10 times 6 is like 60. So you're getting a good portion. But the thing is, it really depends on like what someone's doing in their life. Like, do you really need that much protein? Because like 8 to 12 eggs is a lot of food. I mean, that's a big plate of food. A grown man can eat that, but I know professional bodybuilders who only eat like six eggs for breakfast. I used to coach them 6 to 8 eggs, middleweights, heavyweights. So like you're talking about some really high numbers. Yeah. Facts. NMS, facts. Yeah, Mike Ripito. Yeah, of course. 5x5 strength building. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. What about for the fat dudes that get fatter? Well, if you're fat and you want to get fatter, then drinking whole milk is a great idea because you get a lot of calories. Yeah. No, raw is not better. Raw is actually a lot worse because each egg, let's say an egg has 6 grams of protein. When you eat it raw, you're only going to digest like 60% of it. You have to look at the PER, the protein efficiency ratio, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, of course. You're going to get fat as fuck if you drink a gallon of milk every day and you start lifting weights. You're going to get big, strong, and fat. You're not going to get really. It depends on the size of the human being and what their caloric output is. How much you put in, your input versus your output. But yeah, strong men. I mean, hell, I went on a GOMAD diet for a while. I've done periods of GOMAD for years, like a couple years at a time. You'll get stronger because there's peptides and there's growth hormones in milk, especially raw milk. But it does come at a cost because milk also increases mTOR response too, like all protein. All protein that helps your muscles grow also helps cancer cells grow. So the key is to get enough protein to repair the muscles, but not get excessive protein to feed the mTOR. And also, super high levels of testosterone typically make men die early, which is counterproductive. So it's all a balancing act. It's all about what someone's doing day to day in their activity and then how much input they need for their output. Raw eggs, I mean, if you want to do it, go ahead. There's nothing inherently bad about it because people talk about like salmonella, but as long as you're washing your eggs, salmonella is on the eggshell. I know because I have 10 chickens. If you were in the stream earlier, go back to when I started the stream. I have 10 chickens out here and I was eating my watermelon. That's the beginning of the stream. I would say cook your eggs if you can. If not, it's no big deal, but if you're eating them to get your protein up, then cook them, because you're getting an extra 20, 30, even up to 35% per egg. So you take your protein and take off 40%. You get what I'm saying? Why would you do that? You wouldn't want to do that. I disagree. A strict potato diet is the way totally to the leanest body possible. Well, you have to define lean. If you live off nothing but potatoes, I'm sure you can survive. And yeah, if you just put in a bunch of starch in your body and go, but if you're an athlete and you're doing sprints and you're actually pushing yourself, yeah, I would eat more than just a potato. Yeah, I don't believe that. My wife says potatoes are better for you if you let them completely cool after you cook them. That true? To my knowledge, I don't know why that would be true. Yeah, potatoes are great. Potatoes have got some good starch. I mean, guys, all a potato, all rice, all they are saccharides. They're mono and polysaccharides. All they are is chains that make sugar. The biggest thing is your body needs sugar, or needs to use gluconeogenesis to produce some glucose. That's what happens when you eat a bunch of protein. You go through gluconeogenesis. But yeah, your body's pretty good. Like, if you have any body fat on your body, if you have body fat, you have energy. So like, if you're really skinny, yeah, eat your food. But if you're larger or you want to get leaner or you have any body fat, that body fat is energy meant to be used when you don't have food. So starting to get leaner and look better is about like eating less than you put in. And I don't think you need as much protein as a lot of people say. It's not how much you eat. Like, it's more about what is your body doing and what are you giving your body to recover. If you eat more carbohydrates and fats, you don't need as much protein. Because remember, carbs are protein sparing. So if you eat like toast and rice with your protein and it's lean cuts of meat with low fat. So put it this way, fat has 9 calories per gram. 9. Carbs have 4 calories per gram and protein has 4. So when you look at it from a nutritional standpoint, a calorie from a fat has 9, a gram of fat has 9. 1 gram of fat has 9 calories. That's more than double protein and carbs. So if you want to get lean, you need to stimulate the body, like do some exercise that stimulates the body for a reason to grow, whether it's strength training, calisthenics, whatever. Then once you stimulate it, you put the nutrition in, and that's based on your LBM, which is like your lean body mass, not your weight. So if you have the average man is like 5'8", 5'9", right? And he's 175 pounds, you don't go off 175 pounds for his protein, you go off his lean body mass. If a 220 pound man only has like 170 pounds of lean body mass, the LBM is what you do the protein off of, not the body weight. Because if you go off the body weight, you're going to get fat. You do it off the lean body mass. I was lying my ass off about the potatoes, man. Oh, I know. I know that's not true. You don't have to tell me that. I'm not a fucking idiot. Anybody that believes anybody that believes that you would eat a potato. Now look, you will probably get lean eating potatoes. I'm sure you'll get lean eating potatoes only. But, you know, you're probably not going to have a lot of muscle. I already knew that shit. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I was thinking if the temperature, let's say, look, rice and starches. Yeah, so here's the thing. You know what else makes the starch more resistant? Let me see, mass. Enemy mass. Do you know what else makes starches less resistant? that helps you digest them better? You know what else does? Pairing them with a healthy fat slows their glycemic. Look, fat slows absorption. So a little bit of healthy fat reduces the spike in insulin, right? The glycemic index. You guys know, most people I talk to on their phone when I'm doing these streams, they're Googling stuff. I try not to Google unless I have to. I try to do this straight up from memory. Just what I've learned in my life, right? Check this out. Okay. Yeah, if you want to put starch in the fridge and let it cool off, yeah, but if you're worried about the temperature of your rice and your potatoes, you're worrying about the wrong shit. Let me repeat that. If you're trying to get leaner, right, and I've been really lean before. Back in the day, probably about 18 years ago, when I was doing my marathon running, I was only 175 pounds at 6'4". And I was skinny as fuck, but you could see veins and shit ripped. Like, I've been lean before, trust me. I've been an athlete most of my life. You know, all different sports. Basketball, baseball, football, track, MMA, boxing, wrestling. You name it, I've always played sports, okay? I love it. I have ADHD, right? My grandma used to swear by a little bit of D-ball. Now you're talking about Diana ball. You see, I knew you was full of shit, dude, because I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. Like, in this realm, you can say whatever you want. You can convince other people, but I'm not a fucking idiot. I know this realm. Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to, you should stay natural. But if somebody wants to take Diana ball or any of these other drugs, go ahead and do it. Whatever. It's not good for you, but it's your choice. But don't expect your body to ever be the same after you use those substances. Just remember that. Right? Your body if you took Diana ball and only ate potatoes, you'd probably be a big, bloated, watery mess. But you'd probably have zero testosterone. You'd tank your own natural levels. You'd probably have high estrogen. But if you took Diana ball and ate nothing but potatoes, you know what? I don't know what would happen to that body. But I'm guessing they would be... Depends on how they train. I mean, if they can make progression in their training, if you can live off potatoes and get stronger, your body will adapt. Whatever you eat off of, the amount of calories that you put in, if you can get more out of those calories and get stronger, look, the name of the game to get lean is to get as strong as possible, eating the least amount of food. And repeat that again. If you want to get lean, you get as strong as possible, eating the least amount of food. That's all you need to do. Oh yeah, appreciate it, Wayne. Yeah, for sure. I'm actually in the midst. I lost 10 pounds last week, just some glycogen and water. I'm actually getting back into my whole foods and stuff. So I'm actually like doing a bunch of sprinting and calisthenics and training more like a lean athlete. Here, I'll show you a picture of me at the gym. This isn't a great picture, but this is me fasted this morning, right? This is me fasted. I'm 6'4", 225 pounds, and I hadn't eaten. So that's me first thing in the morning when I'm in the gym. 6'4", 220. Right? I look alright. I'm not super huge. I'm not super small, but in person, I'm usually a lot bigger than what people think in person. But you can see how I have the wide shoulders. I'm training to be more athletic. I do sprints, push-ups, pull-ups. That's fine. Look, I'm sure you drink a lot of milk. I'm sure you love milk. I still don't think you've been drinking a gallon of milk for that fucking long, almost 30 years. I call bullshit on that. I give you, if you're an athlete, maybe. Look, I don't know how long you've been drinking a damn gallon of milk, but I don't think it's 30 years. That'd be crazy. I'd have to see that shit. I need some evidence for that. What, you 6'1"? I mean, I am 6'4", dude. I mean, I'm a pretty large dude. You know? But, yeah, so that was me this morning. You can see I'm fasted. That's me after doing a bunch of cardios and some sprints and stuff. But then afterwards, I go and I always eat, when I wake up in the morning, what I like to do, if you guys just curious, I like to hydrate. If I'm hungry, I eat. And if I'm hungry, I'll eat. If I'm not hungry, then I'll hydrate. I'll just take some fruit, some honey, some water, and I'll just hydrate and go do a workout. And then I eat a big lunch and a big dinner. I usually eat 2 big ass meals a day. 2 really big meals, 1 lunch and 1 dinner. And then if I'm doing a lot of training, if I'm training twice a day, I might eat a little bit more. But in my phase of training, getting older, and also you guys got to remember, I have 4 herniated discs in my back. You didn't know that, did you? I have 4 herniated discs, so I can't squat and deadlift very heavy or I'll break my spine. All right, so I have to be very strategic how I train. No. I mean, you might. If you started a channel and you said I drank a gallon of milk every day, maybe. You could try it. What you would want to do, the whole Milk King, what you would want to do is you would want to have pictures showing you throughout your past some progressions, how your body's changed. Or don't even get those pictures. Just start drinking a gallon of milk a day and telling people, hey, here's a gallon of milk. I've been doing this for a blanket of many years. So I met a dude who said I hadn't been doing it for that long. So I decided to start a channel and say, hey, that's what's up. Just do that. If you videotape your, but drinking a gallon of milk all at once is a lot different, because I'm sure you're not drinking it all at once, right? Don't let the lie go that far. Maybe. Yeah. No, I'm not going to make you do anything. I ain't going to make you do shit, dude. I mean, I love people that come into my stream, and I'm very thankful, and I love everybody, but I ain't going to make someone do nothing. If you ain't paying me, I ain't working for you. I mean, I'll do my entertainment stuff and do all this, but if I ain't getting paid, I ain't working for someone. Unless they really need help or something, maybe. But typically, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not working. And people pay for my time. People like to pay for my time, right? Yeah, 6 foot. So you got a big frame. So here's the thing: if you're 6 foot and you have a large frame, sure. Here's the thing: if you want to start a YouTube channel, just go do it. Just go the whole milk. You got your channel to say, hey, I drink a whole gallon of milk a day. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Checking in, still drinking. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Here's the gallon. I don't know. Tell a story. Tell people why you did it. Maybe they'll come back. But on that note, this stream's been a good long stream. It's my longest stream I've done in the last probably couple weeks. Don't always get this much time, but like, comment, share. Come back in. Come bring me some crazy questions, right? And look, it's all love in the chat. If I hear you say something and I don't agree with it, I'm going to tell you, right? But at the same time, anyone who has any questions, feel free to ask anything in the chat. Anything so we can discuss and keep it going. Love you, Battle. Cool. All right. Appreciate that. All right. I'm going to go now. I need to get some sleep. Love you guys. Peace.